was the first thing you ever drew? Oh, don't remember? Well, I do. It was a stick figure. See? Look, it's got the little arms there and some legs. Point is, stick figures are the dragon of the art world. They manifest themselves in every human mind, even if it's never been exposed to stick figures before. For animators specifically, stick figures are the gateway drug and the vehicle that carries you into Animation City. Why? They look stupid, you might say. I've never even touched a pencil, and I could crap one of those out. They're not special. Adds one more of you. I don't know how to read or write. All right. And my nails smell funny. Right. The beauty of stick figures, beyond their simplicity and their universal ability to communicate person with 4 strokes of the pen, is their versatility. A budding animator can not only draw a stick figure, but intuit how to make them gesture and move from the get-go. They're the easiest way to start crafting the stories your heart desires. That was the case for me. Oh my God! My magnum opus. I made it on Flipnote in 2009. It was one of my first, and I was very proud of it. I think pride is a key ingredient in the fuel passion burns, and thanks to stick figures, I was able to extract more precious pride with no prior patience or practice, and presumably this proved per the plain sailing plight of plenty pullulating new panimators. In the 2010s, thanks to the prevalence of Pivot Stick Figure Animator, used to make series like Stick Figures on Crack, you remember that? Or the popularity of Flipnote Studio as one of the few and best free offerings on the Nintendo DSi shop, not only stoking millions of young people's interest in animation, but through Flipnote Hatena, the online service for sharing Flipnotes, exposing many of them to the world of really well-crafted stick figure fights. Stick figures were very popular. And yeah, stick fights specifically. I could probably make a whole video essay about stick fights, and the title would be, "This art form changed animation forever," or "Why stick fights are more important than the discovery of agriculture." But this guy already did that. And also, as I'm writing this script, I'm realizing that the intro to this guy's video is almost identical to mine, but with more that dramatic video essay flavoring.
Is quite possibly the simplest depiction of a human being that can still be identified as such. And as a result...
And god dang it! 1 minute into the video, and I already feel like I'm about to learn the most important information I've ever learned in my entire life. So, one moment, I gotta finish the video. Okay, I'm back. That guy did a great job of covering all the bases with stick figure history, so I'll just leave a link to that video in the description. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to give you all the important bits. Firstly, Xiao Xiao was effectively the first stick fight ever created. It was the one that started it all. I believe it was released earlier than 2002, but that's when it was released on Newgrounds. So sometime around 2002 is when stick fights were born, and the rise of Flash and Flash hosting websites like Newgrounds made stick fights easy to create and share. As animation became more accessible and the years gave plenty of time for practice, stick fights got insane. The stuff people were making when stick fights were at their peak of popularity would make your jaw drop, and your heart stop, and your head fall off. Choreography was the heart of the art, and animators got super crafty with the cinema.
If you see this woman open her mouth like this, run. It's not normal. She might transform, and trust me, you don't want to see what happens next. Why can she open it that wide? Is this even real? It's so weird. I'll tell you.